Tim and I, we do hundreds of these. It's mainly Tim because I do a lot of the programming and things like that. So that's kind of his job in the company. But, he'll do 200 of these in a day. It's amazing. But even back when I was building my teams back in GDI, when I brought in over 700,000 people myself personally, um, I did it myself. I did Safelists myself. And I can tell you, you can't get along. We get so many people that'll say, "Well, I've tried Safelists and they didn't work." Well, how many did you try? Well, I would send out to 10 a day, or I'd send out to 10 once a week. That's not going to get it. I mean, it's just I hate to be brutally honest with you, but doing 10 a week, 10 a day is not going to get it. Probably doing 50 a day is not going to get it fast enough for you. If you want it really fast, you'll learn how to do 100 plus a day. Now, if you don't mind being a little slower, 50 a day is fine, but 50 a week's not going to get it either. So you got to find the time somewhere. And I know a lot of you work, and Tim and I, we have the luxury to be able to stay at home full time and work. But we got that luxury because we worked a full time job and did this too. Remember, we all grew up. We were all born somewhere, and we all grew up. So yes, Tim and I were little kids at one time ourselves, and so we were working full time jobs. I was working sometimes 80 hours a week just to pay the bills, and I would still get on here and find the time. Every waking moment I had that I wasn't at work, I was on here instead of watching TV, instead of outside, instead of going shopping, whatever. And it paid off. It paid off. I mean, a couple of years of that, and it paid off big time. I'm now, um, and this is not me bragging. I'm just letting you know what happens. I'm now a millionaire. I'm 43 years old. I was actually became a millionaire by the time I was 38, and I was able to retire at 38, and just came back into the industry this year. And and that's just the way it is. But I don't dress like a millionaire. You'll notice I've always got the same kind of shirts on. I just like being comfortable. I don't always shave. But that's just me. I don't flaunt my money, but I am a millionaire from the industry, and I did it by working safe list. I did it by finding every waking moment between jobs, between hours, between everything. Did my wife and I get in some arguments? Yes, we did. Did she want to spend time with me? Yes, she did. Did I miss some of the kids' functions? Yes, I did. But you know what? After a couple of years doing that, I was at every kid's function. I was taking my family on vacations. I was buying them anything they wanted, and we were just having fun. And so they had every waking moment with me growing up. After a couple of years of that, so you have to learn to schedule your time to be able to do this if you really want to succeed in it. And that's about the best advice I can give you. It's kind of like the old saying, I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. So I've just led you to water. It's up to you if you want to take a drink of it or not. But let me see what people are saying here. Learning new things. Should have met you guys 14 years ago when I got started. Well, I wish we had, Mary. I wish we had met back then. Several will only let you mail every three. That is true, Clyde. That is true. Some will let you only mail every 3 days or once a week. Now, the way you do that is you'll have about 250 safe lists that you're members of, okay? 250 to 300. That way, you sort the ones that only let you mail every 3 to 5 days, sort them in a 5 day folder, in a 3 day folder, and then the ones that let you do it every day in an everyday folder. So you can hit those that let you do it every day. You can hit those. And then the ones that every 3 days, to come back to every 3 days, and the other ones every 5 days, every 5 days. So it doesn't mean that just because they limit you to every 3 or 5 days that you can't sort it in a fashion to where you can't use them. And one thing you'll notice too is a lot of these safe lists that will only let you mail every 3 or 5 days, once every 3 or 5 days, they'll have a lifetime upgrade for like $5 or $10. Now, Tim and I don't pay that anymore because we've already paid for them years ago. But if you've got $5 laying around and they'll let you upgrade to a lifetime membership for $5, which means you can mail out every single day and you get free credits every month, spend the $5 if you have it, and go ahead and let them upgrade you to the maximum membership. But you don't have to upgrade all of them. You don't have to upgrade any of them. I'm just telling you some of the things that we did years ago, so that now we have safe lists that we can mail out to every single day. Plus, we get credits every month. Some of them give for a one-time payment of $5 or $10. So some of them may be $20, but for a one-time payment, you get 50,000 credits a month. That's 50,000 people every single month you can mail to. And that particular list may only have 5,000 people in it, so you're able to mail out for 10 days without even having to click on the link. So that's pretty cool, huh? So that's something you can do as well. Person work hard and don't realize they're working the wrong way. That's true, Rose. A person can be working hard there's a difference between being busy and being productive. There really is. And you have to understand at the end of the day, were you just busy today or were you productive today? And that's a whole different training. Uh, Real good friend of mine, Anthony Robbins, you may know him, Tony Robbins. He trains on that a lot. And I picked up a lot of information from him over the years. And, I'm going to try to get him on one of our trainings one time. I can't guarantee it. He's very busy, has a very busy schedule, but next time I talk to him, I'm going to see if I can't get him on here and do a training with us one night. I think you guys might like having Anthony around. But your audio is messed up, Tim. See if you can get your audio fixed. But anyway, one of the things he says is were you busy or were you productive? And there's a difference between the two. So at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, was I busy today or was I productive today? And if you wasn't productive, then find out what you need to do tomorrow to be productive and do it. Let's see, question. So using these safe lists, the pre-enrollees will go in through the 10X. That is correct. So you would use the safe list and you would use your link. The credit links would go in through to your landing pages in your 10X SBC system or 10X recruiter system, whichever one you're using. And then they will fill out the form, and now you've captured them. Okay, now you can send them out email blast every 48 hours. You can send them out personal emails through your own email account provider. You can do follow-ups with them. You can call them, whatever you need to do. But that's your person forever now. You've got them on your list. So that's what you want to do is send them through that system. Tim, give me one more second to try to see if any of these others are questions. And that was not a question. Do you use aggregators to send to the 200 list at a time? I'm not sure I know what an aggregator is, but maybe Tim does. So I'll let him see if he answers that one. This one here is a great example. I was starting playing this. Okay, can you just copy and paste the email in the back office? And we will format. It is in your back office. If you'll look under a marketing tab and look under email, pre-written emails, these emails that Tim are using are in that system already. So they're ready for you to use. Tim, take it away, buddy.